Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Sky Glass remotes. These are also the same remotes that come with the Sky Pucks as well. With your Sky Glass subscription. Even if you haven't got a TV, you just got a Puck, you will have one of these remotes as well. So today we're going to be talking about what they should have been and what they could have been. I just think they should have given it a little bit more thought. However, I do like these remotes. I want that to be put across as well. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what's going on. So if you're no stranger to Sky Q or Sky Glass, you probably notice that these remotes are very, very, very similar. The Sky Q remote had a slightly different feature, which was a touch kind of wheel here, similar to the old school iPods, if you remember them. But that didn't really work for me. I'd find that, if I put it on my armchair, I brushed my arm across it, not really kind of pressing any buttons, but I'd find that wheel would activate, pause, skip my program backwards or forwards. So I found that it was a good bit of kit, but it needed a little bit more work. And I think they've done a little bit of work here. They have done. It's a bit different. One thing they've got rid of is that touch bar, and I'm all for that. It's now been replaced with kind of the wheel, which is touch capacitive. You can't jog through like you used to be able to on the Sky Q remote, but I'm actually quite happy with that. One thing that I do really like with these remotes is that when you pick them up, they light up. They kind of come to life a little bit, which is great because I like the idea of touching something and it kind of comes to life as you grab hold of it. Where I think Sky really dropped a clanger on this one was, and they kind of got there with the whole proximity sensor kind of. So if you walk past a Sky Glass TV, it's got a proximity sensor and it will turn on if it feels if it detects you walking past the TV. That's great. But for me, for instance, I'd like to kind of in the mornings, if I'm not filming or anything like that, I'll come in, open my curtains, not necessarily turning on the TV or anything like that, and I'd find that the TV would just start turning itself on and all that. Now obviously, if you think about it, you've got to have the technology, the sensors that are built into the TV. So there's some real thought processes that have gone there. What I think they should have actually done is use this same process where the remote detects that it's been picked up and then turns the TV on. I think that would be a much better thing. If you're like me and your remote has a certain place in your living room, it's only going to get picked up when the TV is going to get used. And I think they should have done that with this remote. They could have implemented that into the Sky Glass Pucks as well. The Sky Glass TV and the Pucks both have this feature built in where they'll go into a standby mode, like a screensaver kind of mode after, say, a minute or two. And as soon as you pick the remote up, it senses this and then it reactivates a menu or whatever you were doing on the TV just before it went into standby mode. So really, they've already done it. They already kind of have this feature where the TV reacts when you pick the remote up. Where they messed up was they thought, right, well, we'll have this idea where you have this proximity sensor. It's no good. I never have it activated. It's crap. Now, another thing about the remotes, and this is another crazy one, I think what they did was they had one team working on the TV and another team working on the remotes and the pucks and all that kind of stuff, because there's a complete disjointed kind of engineering thing going on here. On the TV, you've got a voice activation alongside the proximity sensor that we just mentioned. Now, what you can do is you can set the TV itself without the remote to activate on your voice. For me, it was no good because I listen to music in my house. I have kind of Siri and stuff like that, activations for my lights and all them kind of things. So if I've got them things going on, I found Siri and Sky Glass started having a little war with each other, which was absolutely ridiculous. And I felt like to have that, and to have the optional extra Yes. Okay, thank you very much, Sky. We've already got too many voice assistants in the household, like Siri, Alexa, and Sky Glass does not offer anywhere near the same assistance as either of them other two platforms. We don't need another one. On the remote, I think it's perfect, and it works perfectly as well. So to summarise, I think the remotes are perfect. In fact, they're a massive, massive, massive improvement, which I already thought was pretty cool anyway when it comes to the Sky Q remotes. Obviously as well, I forgot to mention, you do get them in different colours. The only other colours are only available though if you buy a Smart Glass TV and it comes in the same colour. Actually, it doesn't come in the same colour. It comes in a very close colour. The voice assistant is perfect. The reaction when you pick up the remote, that works good. I really like that, and I like how you don't have to push buttons for the TV to recognise that you are there. However, I feel that some of the features that have just been thrown into the Sky TV itself, like the voice activation and the proximity sensor, I feel they were not engineered correctly. To roll back to the remote here, I think if you would have actually just thought about engineering the remote and making the remote activate or maybe even turn the TV on as you pick it up, which it kind of already does in a way, you just needed to rethink that idea. So I'm hoping, because if you've been around my channel for a while, you've probably noticed that I am proper battering Sky Glass at the minute. But it's an effort of love. It is, because I want them to bring out a Generation 2, which is 10 times better, so I can throw this one in the bin. Thank you very much, guys. If you want to catch me on Twitch or TikTok or anything like that, all my links and everything are in the description below. You take care. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.